Kölln Oat Flakes. Oat flakes at its best. No matter whether enjoyed pure or in a muesli, always a delight. Produced by Peter Kölln, KGaA. Since its foundation in 1820, the family-owned company stands for quality and tradition. But how in fact are the Kölln oat flakes manufactured? It is springtime, and we are on the field of Baron Munchhausen in the north of Germany. As a summer grain, oats are sown in spring and are growing on the fields. And then, when oats mature to a golden yellow by late summer, the harvest may begin. Ultra-modern machinery is used to carefully separate the oat grain from the stalk. But oats used for Kölln oat flakes are not only grown in Germany. Finland and Sweden are the most important oat-growing countries for the company. Oats are in a class of their own. Iron, magnesium and vitamin B1 make it a particularly valuable cereal, and it's proven to reduce cholesterol in the blood. The family business headquarters are located in Elmshorn, about 30 kilometers northwest of Hamburg. Since foundation in 1820, everything here revolves around oats. Today, oat flakes, mueslis and cereals are manufactured in the production buildings. Quality control is of first priority on arrival of oat deliveries. Samples are taken and oats are checked on appearance, odor and further quality criteria using state-of-the-art technology. Oats are cleaned in several steps before further processing. First, it starts with a magnet, which removes all ferrous metals. Different-sized sieves then remove objects of larger or smaller size than the oats. For example, fragments of straw or blossoms from the field. Small stones are sorted out and separated from oats in the next cleaning step. Thereafter, foreign grain types such as wheat and rapeseed or weeds are sorted out in an indent surface separator. Then it's time for the oats to sweat. Oats are transported through hot pipes at more than 100 degrees centigrade. This procedure increases shelf life and is also responsible for the particularly delicious taste. This type of drying of grain is called kilning. The husks get separated from the oat kernel by means of a dehuller. During this process, oats strike a rotating rotor, are thrown against an impact ring and the husk comes off. And now an air blower separates loose husks from the kernels. Kernels continue to further processing and the lightweight husks are aspirated. A color sorter lights the kernels to be sorted, and highly sensitive cameras detect color and spot defects. When the cameras detect dark kernels, they are blown away from product flow by air nozzles. This ensures that kernels which are darker in color but qualitatively sound are picked out, as well as the constant bright color and optical appearance of Kölln oat flakes. And now the oat kernel has to face the most momentous process step. The flaking process starts. While big leaf oat flakes are flaked from the whole kernel, kernels for the tender oat flakes are cut before. The cut oat kernels are called oat groats. Kernels are heated by water vapor, making them elastic and prepared for flaking. Two flaking rolls rotating against each other press the kernel, and the Kölln flake is ready. Before the flakes are packed for further processing as muesli components, they must cool down again a bit. And oats can also be crunchy. To produce classic cereals, a mixture of different components is manufactured in a first step. The biggest part of this mixture is oats wholemeal. All ingredients go into an extruder containing 2 screws, inside which mixes all the components. Then, liquid malt, water and steam are added. This creates a mixture which is kneaded, transported and cooked by the screws. Following this, the mixture is pressed against a die. Different dies can be used to give products different shapes. Knives are cutting the strand into individual oat crispies. The final drying process gives the product its crunchy structure. The final product is then stored in silos until further processing. For a crunchy muesli, different ingredients are mixed to a dough, fed into an oven, baked and then split into many little crunchy pieces, which are the main component of the crunchy mueslis and have such a particularly warm and delicious smell. This production plant mixes classic and crunchy mueslis as well. Many different varieties are created by adding fruit, nuts or chocolate. In a first step, the individual ingredients are weighed by a weigh feeder according to recipe and collected on a conveyor belt. And then it's time for the big muesli mixer. There can be no quality without control. Staff in the company-owned laboratory are checking all Kölln products using a lot of analysis technology. Only if everything is found correct, final green light is given for further processing or delivery. And now it's time for packaging. The brand product of the first hour, Kölln's Tender Oat Flakes, gets its typical light and dark blue bag. And when all is filled, folded and well sealed, the packs pass through different final checks on the conveyor belt. This includes a metal check on the one hand and weighing of bags on the other hand. It goes without saying that all bags should contain 500 grams precisely. Packs are bundled into cartons and then to pallets. To ensure that they always cut a fine figure on the supermarket shelves, both the classic and the crunchy mueslis get an additional master carton. Having arrived at the retailer, the lid is easily removed. Finally, everything is palletized and pallets are covered with a thin film for transport safely. The fully automated high bay warehouse has space for about 5,500 pallets until they are delivered to customers. Large storage machines ensure smooth handling of storage and retrieval. Pallets are made available for collection according to customers' orders. Reliable forwarding agents deliver Kölln products by truck to their place of destination on time. The entire Federal Republic and European neighbors are serviced from Elmshorn. Large containers are loaded for overseas transports. The variety of Kölln's mueslis attracts on supermarket shelves and is waiting to be discovered and consumed. Here, everyone finds their favorite product. All of us here at Kölln are pleased with consumer confidence and loyalty given because the Kölln brand is at home with the families.